Okay. I am here with Gino from the Seeking Yoda Experience, Star Wars icons here at Fan Expo San Francisco. And Gino has made something absolutely amazing, a perfect recreation of the Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
Empire Strikes Back Yoda set use puppet. And I just want to ask, how did you make such a perfect replica of the puppet?
So after filming was completed after Return of the Jedi, the guy who created Yoda originally, he never returned all the molds and assets back to Lucasfilm. So he kept them all the years until he was getting close to death, and then some like private collectors came and bought all those assets. But they were different people and were scattered across like different parts of the world, some in England, some in the United States. So over the years, like I became friends with those guys, and they graciously lent me those assets so I could combine all of them to put together a Yoda like we've seen in Empire. And it's the reason we've never seen a Yoda that looks like he has in Empire ever since Empire, because Lucasfilm never had access to those assets, and they've had to start from scratch every time.
That is really impressive. How long did it take you to gather all those assets?
It probably took me, I don't know, like maybe 3 years or so to gather all the assets. And then once I had everything, it took me about 4 years from start to finish, off and on, you know, to get it from like day one to like, okay, I'm done now, it's finished. Approximately 4 years.
Now, how did you accomplish the recreations that you did? Because you've done some shot-for-shot recreations.
Yeah.
How did you accomplish that?
Yeah, so one of the problems we're having is like we want to be able to demonstrate how accurate the puppet is and its capabilities, because it really is a replica of the film use puppet. It's like a film-ready puppet. And we have like screens at our show that are kind of showing it. And people are thinking that it's just shots of Empire. They're not realizing that it's our recreated scenes. So to accomplish it, like we got printed out a backdrop and got all the lighting right, and we literally replicated what they did on set, just scene for scene, shot for shot, just tried to like go through the motions of like recreating all the nuances of it until we got it just right, and then took those scenes and inserted them back into the film. So we had a little demo reel basically.
That is really awesome. This is an amazing puppet. It's really impressive. I see you have the molds here. This is so cool. Do you have any plans to do any other recreations?
Well, actually, Yoda's just one of many things that I have. So my whole thing is that I do restoration work on the original screen use props and collect them, and so I actually have assets for a lot of the primary characters from the original trilogy.
Wow.
So like you go down the list: Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, Jawa, the Emperor, Snowtrooper, Biker Scout, like most of the ones I have like most of the original assets for all those characters. So Yoda's just one of many, but he's one that people, you don't really see, you know, you see lots of other Darth Vaders running around, even if they're not necessarily like from the original assets, they still look pretty good, but but Yoda, there's, you know, you never see anything like that, so it has a bigger impact, I think, with fans.
That's hard because it's soft surfaces. Like Darth Vader, it's hard lines. It's wrinkles and folds, and it's
Well, you know, the funny thing is that the guy who created him, Stuart Freeborn, he wasn't a creature designer. He was a makeup artist.
okay.
So when he approached doing Yoda, it was more like, you know, from a makeup standpoint, like doing like prosthetic makeup on a person.
Oh wow.
So Yoda's actually a self-portrait of the actual guy who sculpted him, but then he like used elements like from Albert Einstein, like he has Albert Einstein's eyes, and like his upper lip is kind of emulates Albert Einstein's mustache.
I've never.
So it's kind of like
before.
a combination. Right. It's like a combination of a lizard, Stuart Freeborn, and Albert Einstein, and that's what Yoda is.
That is.
So now you'll never be able to unsee it.
Yeah, I see the little overlap. That is really awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah.
This is great. Where can people find you?
Star Wars Icons on Instagram or YouTube. Star Wars Icons 1 on Instagram, just Star Wars Icons on YouTube.
Awesome. Thank you.